What is going on, guys? It's Justin from the J Media back with another video. So today I'm super excited to bring to you guys another install video. If you guys watched a few videos back, I recently got a few packages on parts waiting to be installed on this car, my 2015 Mitsubishi Lancer GT. So yeah, we'll walk around with the car. I'm just super excited to slap it on. Here she is, sitting in the garage. I'm gonna be doing the install video, but before that I wanted to show you guys the current setup I have. These are the current taillights that I have. Nothing wrong with them. They're not the OEM setup. I already saw my OEM ones a few years back and I went with these. These are the Spider brand LED taillights. They work good, they look good, but I think it's about time that I saw a design that I really like for these taillights. So I decided to change them out and I'll be selling these. If anyone's interested, it fits any Lancer, any 2008 to 2017 Mitsubishi Lancer. Also fits the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo X, 2008 to 2015. So here, start it up. This is when you signal. LEDs turn on. Both sides work. Here is another view. So yeah, they look good, they work good. Okay, so first things first, there are two parts to the tail light on each side. So one part, two part. One of it is on the trunk, the other one is on the rear quarter panel. So first I'm going to go ahead and lift up my trunk, and what I'll be doing is taking out this piece on the trunk first on each side. And if you look over here, you have your trunk liner. I know some of you guys don't have trunk liner, you already took it off, but if you do have it, it's pretty easy. Held on by these little clips. You can use a pry tool remover, and pretty much you want to just expose this part to remove this. If you don't have a pry remover, it's fine. You can just kind of bend this down, but I recommend using that. All you have to take off is this piece right here and this piece. And then same for the other side, and you should be able to get access to it. And if you don't have a pry remover tool, it's okay. You can just use a flat tip screwdriver like I did. Pretty much, you're just gonna go ahead and just wedge it out. So just wedge it out like that, and it comes off pretty easy. And make sure not to lose your clips. And here, you get access to this. So with access, you can take out the bolts. Seems like there's one screw here, and there's also like connections right here that you have to remove. So yeah, let's go ahead and take care of that. So to make things easier for myself, I just took off the whole panel. They're just 7 clips, like I said, really easy to take off. So now I have full access to this. So let me go ahead and unplug some of these first. So lefty loosey is how you remove the bulbs. I did actually change out my reverse bulb to an LED bulb. This one, same thing right here. This is like a little clip. You're gonna unplug it. And over here pretty much it's just held on. Once you remove this, it's held on by 2 10mm screws on the trunk. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this side, and then it's the same for the other side as well. And just like that, I have the first piece off. So there's also this white clip holding it in place. Let me show you guys over here. So besides, removing the clips, what you have to do is, so first, lefty loosey, take out the bulb, unplug this white clip right here, and then you're gonna remove this clip as well. Okay. So once you have all the clips removed, you're going to loosen the 2 10mm right here. There's one more. So once you get them both loose, you're going to go ahead and remove it all the way. There's one more white clip over here holding it in place. So what you do is grab pliers, and you want to kind of squeeze it. Because what it does is kind of holds it in like a clip. So squeeze it, and then you're gonna kind of push it out, and pretty much comes right off like this side. So what I did was, since it was stuck on pretty good for a few years, I used a rubber mallet to kind of slowly tap it from the inside to push it out. But there you have it. These are the trunk pieces. Now they're out. So let me go ahead and remove the other pieces, which are right here on the quarter panel. So this is pretty easy. Held on by a Phillips screw and 2 Phillips screws. And I think it should come off. So let's go ahead and take it off. Okay, so you guys saw a little time lapse, super easy disassembly. So what you want to do is, like I said, these 2 screws, just remove it with a screwdriver. This is the easy part. You guys already did the harder part, which is removing whatever's on the trunk. Not that hard, but this is super easy. And these steps to remove tail lights, even if you have a different car, it pretty much applies the same on most cars. The tools you use for the most part is the same, unless you have a German car, you need Torx bits. But once you remove the 2 screws, this piece should kind of pry or wiggle right out. Let me go ahead and get that done. Okay, I managed to wedge it out. Be careful of this edge or whatever you wiggle it out. I managed to kind of push it out. And there's all the clips over here, so that's what you want to do next. Go ahead and remove the bulbs. So lefty loosey, twist that. That's my turn signal bulb. What else we have here? Lefty loosey to this one. This should be like my LED bulb. And then there's one more circuit board over here that I'm gonna unclip. There you go. And just 3 clips. Everything comes right off. So again, this is how it looks. That's the right side and that is the left side. Any of you guys are interested, these are for sale. You can DM me on Instagram at JUS_TYN or at thejmedia. Let me know. I'll be willing to sell them. Alright, so here are the nail tail lights. I'm super excited for these, mainly because they do have, well, a different design for one. Secondly, they do have a sequential startup. So I'm super excited. Install process should be pretty much the same. And oh, even come installation guide, pretty cool. But yeah, what you want to do is pretty much install everything in reverse. I'm gonna go ahead and do the easier part first, which is right there on the quarter panel. Seems like they come with all the wires, everything. It should be a plug and play kit. So what that means is no, splicing of harnesses or wires or anything like that. So yeah, let's get to installing it. So I have the taillights all laid out over here. They do come in the red lens or the smoked out black lens. I prefer the red one, so you can pop a little more during daytime. So yeah, this is the piece that goes here on the side. So let's go ahead and install that first. And just like that, you have the trunk pieces all installed. I did it on both sides. So I'm gonna worry about the wiring stuff later. Seems like with this taillight setup, everything's LEDs. You don't even have to have your aftermarket LED lights, which I did have. But yeah, I'll figure out all that wiring stuff later. Let me go ahead and put on the taillight, which I already did on this side. So like I said, same thing, you just slot it in, 2 screws, and fits right in. And there you have it, tail lights on the quarter panel all installed. So this one connection is pretty easy. Like behind this liner here, you're gonna go ahead and pull it off. And it has 2 wires. You're gonna clip this white wire over to the OEM harness clip, and then there's another black wire dangling that will be for later. But yeah, that's what you do, just clip it on. I already did the same for this side. It's already clipped in. So just this one last black wire. So let me figure it out. They also provide some other wires, 3 other sets of wires. So let me see where they run. Okay, so there are 3 wires. First one I'm going to connect is this one right here, which is a blue and white wire that we provided. And this pretty much runs from the trunk light from one side to the other side. And if you notice, they have 2 wires dangling on the trunk light and 1 black wire dangling here. You can see it's pretty easy to spot because this one has a 2 prong. So you're going to go ahead and connect it here. And don't worry, all the wires will be hidden underneath the liner anyway. Now that that is done, you can see this wire here connected all the way to the other side. We do have another 2 sets of wires to install. So let's go ahead and figure it out where it goes. Okay, and pretty easy. The other wire pretty much connects the outer lamp to the inner lamp. So what that means is the quarter panel lamp to this one. So let's go ahead and connect it, and I gotta somehow find a way to kind of run the wire. You give a diagram, probably gonna run it something like that, going down from here all the way down. Okay, so I know it's a little bit of a wiring mess right now. I'm gonna go ahead and zip tie everything and make it nice. But before I do that, I just want to go ahead and kind of close my truck a little bit and, you know, make sure everything works. So this is how it looks without the car lights on. And let's go ahead and start it out, make sure connections work. Okay, as you can tell, only the outer ones work, not the trunk ones. So let me go ahead and diagnose, see what's wrong with the wiring. Okay, so I think I figured it out. In the OEM harness, what this setup uses, it doesn't really plug into much of your OEM harness, whether it's these lights or this lights. So I was like, usually I have my LED lights and everything here, why is it not hooking up? So I realized there's one more loose plug right here. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and remove these piece up here, one of the gray piece, and plug it in. So let's go ahead and do that. It's just a little clip. So just like that, you're going to go ahead and connect it to this piece. There you have it. Let's connect it. So now it's all hooked up. It should work. Let's go ahead and try it one more time with the trunk down. Let's try it one more time. Ooh, looks so good. And this is the reason I got it, for that startup animation. So good. So super happy how it looks. Now what I have to do is just tuck away the wires, make sure it's nice and neat. So let's go ahead and get that done. And just like that, have everything all tidied up. I put back this cover, put back all my clips. And what I did over here is I went ahead and zip tie it to the hood strut. I'll probably try to find a way to tidy it up. I just don't like wires running like that. But I'll try to find a better way to, you know, hide the wires in the future. And I don't really like the wires exposed like that, so I'll probably just use electrical tape to tape it up so it looks all black. But let me go ahead and lower it down and show you guys how it looks. But this is how it looks one more time. So without the LED lights on, I think the red pops better, especially on my black car. And let's go ahead and start it up. I love the startup animation. So good. So every time I start up the car, it'll do that. And when I'm signaling, that's how it'll look. Pretty cool. If you guys like this install video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new to the channel. What I'll be doing is, this is just an install video, but I'll be having more photos on my Instagram page, as well as taking it out in the sun, taking photos, shooting videos of it. I'm just super excited that, you know, have these new taillights on. So again, if you're new, subscribe, like this video, share it with your friends. Thanks for watching, and catch you guys in the next one.